Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Poultney High School for our 85th graduation. At this time, I would like to call up Abby Hunter and Gabe Westcott as they will be singing our national anthem.
What so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars herald the perilous fight, for the red flags were so gallantly streaked, and the rockets
Good evening, friends, families, staff, board members, guests, and of course, the class of 2022. I'd like to welcome you all to the 85th graduating ceremony at Poultney High School. It is an honor and a privilege to stand here as the principal of this wonderful school. Before we begin the ceremony, I would just like to give a shout out to the class of 1972. A few years ago, we started to recognize the class who was celebrating their golden 50th reunion, and we'd like to continue that tradition today. You can see their names on their back of the program. I'd also like to recognize one of our longtime teachers who's retiring this year, Mrs. Janet Chandler. Mrs. Chandler has been here for 17 years and has been advisor to the National Honor Society and Model Congress, as well as helping to plan many school-wide trips to New York and Boston. She has been an integral part of Poultney High School and will be missed. We appreciate your years of service to the school, community, and the students. Thank you, Mrs. Chandler. Class of 2022. Our job for the last 6 years has been to prepare you for this moment, to prepare you for life after high school. One last piece of advice that I would like to give you before you are no longer my students here at Poultney High School. Do not let others determine your success. As an educator, I know this may sound pretty hypocritical, as we are constantly telling you where you should be in the hierarchy of education. 9th grade, you need this. 10th grade, this is where you should be, etc., etc. But in life, determine your own success. In one of his speeches, actor Denzel Washington states, no matter how long it took you to finish a degree, it's a degree. If it took you 10 failed relationships to find love, you found it. If a house bought at the age of 55, it's still an accomplishment. Don't let people bully you with their timeline of success. You determine your own success. It doesn't matter what you do for a living, where you live, if you're still living with your parents at whatever age, what type of vehicle you drive. Look at me, nothing beats the soul, right? Never let anyone tell you that you cannot be successful just because you come from a small town and a small school in Vermont. Remember, we are small in size, but we're big in spirit. It is your definition of success, not theirs. Take your high school career. When you look back at your high school years, some may say that this was not a normal, a successful high school experience. But, as the famous Alfred E. Newman, go ahead, look him up, said, why be normal? Instead, you all preserve. As you learned in Mrs. Groth's biology class, a living creature can do one of three things when poised with a life alternative challenge: move, adapt, or die. You all adapted. You persevered. And here we are today. It reminds me of one of the most popular movies of the year that I graduated from Poultney High School, Dead Poets Society. In that movie, the late, great Robin Williams plays a poetry teacher at an all-boys school. One of the most famous lines in the movie is when he tells his students, Carpe diem, seize the day, my boys, make your lives extraordinary. You, out of anyone, should be aware of this. At a young age, you'll learn that the whole world can just shut down. Everything stops. Everything is canceled. So why wait for tomorrow what you can do today? Seize the day. Seize the moment. Seize every opportunity that comes your way. And when opportunity knocks, just don't open the door. Kick that thing right in. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I want you to be proud of yourselves and be proud of Poultney High School. Love you all, and we'll miss you all after you're gone. But I know you will make a huge difference in this world. So class of 2022, make it a great life or not. That choice is yours. Congratulations. At this moment, I would like to present our guest speaker, Representative Patty McCoy. Representative McCoy graduated from the University of Connecticut in 1977 with a Bachelor of Science degree in Environmental Resource Management. She worked for the New York State Science Service before moving to Poultney. Patty spent 10 years as a paralegal for the law firm of Williams & Williams before being elected to the Poultney Town Clerk and Treasurer, position she held for 26 years. She was awarded the Town Clerk of the Year and Town Treasurer of the Year by the Vermont Municipal Clerks and Treasurers Association, who also bestowed upon her honorary membership in the association, one of only 4 individuals to receive such membership. She is currently the state representative for Rutland 1 District, which includes the towns of Ira, Poultney, and a portion of Wells. She was elected the Vermont House Minority Leader for the House of Representatives, and for the past 4 years has been elected the House Minority Leader. She was an Assistant House Minority Leader, and for the last 4 years she has been the House Minority Leader. She is a member of the Poultney Women's Club, currently serving as auditor, and is an active member and past president of the Poultney Rotary Club. Patty married her college sweetheart, Brigadier General Matt McCoy, who's retired, and they raised 3 daughters, all of whom are Poultney High School graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2022, Representative Patty McCoy.
Thank you, Principal Devanis. I'll begin with a poem entitled The Dash by Linda Ellis. I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on the tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted the first came the date of birth, and spoke of the following date with tears. But he said what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time that they spent alive on earth. And now, only those who loved them know what that line is really worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love, and how we spend our cash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that can still be rearranged. To be less quick to anger and show appreciation more, and love the people in our lives like we've never loved before. If we treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile. Remembering this special dash might only last a little while. So, when your eulogy is being read, with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they said about how you spent your dash? Parents, family members, friends, faculty, staff, coaches, school board members, and graduates of the class of 2022. It is an honor to be part of this celebration, the graduation ceremony of the class of 2022 at Poultney High School. It is a pleasure to share in the intensity of emotions filling this field this evening. As you graduate, for filling I had gym, we're not in the gym, so. As you who are graduating end one chapter of your life story, your dash, and begin another. To the parents and grandparents, you are probably wondering where the years have gone. As you marvel at your child's accomplishments, it does not seem that long ago that these young adults we honor today were toddling off to start kindergarten. Of course, living through those years may have seemed like an eternity for the graduates here tonight, and I dare say some of the parents as well. You graduate at a time in history when our world is dealing with tremendous challenges, but at a time when the opportunities created by those challenges have never been greater. You are techno wizards, born and educated in a technological world that, for some of us, was only found in science fiction stories when we were in school. You Twitter, tweet, TikTok, use Instagram, Facebook, and probably others I'm not even aware of. Your news mainly comes from online, and your social networking has shrunk our known world. Your generation will take technology to new and even more creative dimensions. Each generation looks to the next to build on what is already known. We will look to you to help bring solutions to environmental concerns, global warming, conserving our natural resources, and developing alternative energy sources. The torch continues to pass as our world constantly changes and evolves. Some in this class may know exactly what their next chapter, their dashes, hold for them. Some may not, and that's okay. It's okay to not know. It's also okay to change. I remember dropping off my oldest daughter at her college orientation, knowing she was interested in a degree in kinesiology. When I picked her up a few days later, I was excited to hear all about her experience. As she dropped her bags off, she ran off to say goodbye to newfound friends and yelled over her shoulder, "Oh yes, and I've decided to write presidential speeches for a living." The point is, be flexible. This next chapter, this part of your dash, is exciting and scary. One thing to remember, you are not alone. Your family and friends and this school community will be here for you. Do not be afraid to ask for help. The one mistake you can make is to not ask. Whatever path you choose and wherever your dash takes you, remember that honesty and integrity are at the core of all you do. Never stop learning. Be curious. Give back. Don't forget to thank your parents. Live your dash. Do not forget the people who got you to the seat on this stage tonight. I wish each of you much success in whatever road you choose and wherever your dash takes you. There is a plaque that hangs by my front door at home. It reads, "There are only two lasting bequests we can give our children. One is roots, the other wings. Class of 2022, it is your time to fly. Aim high. Congratulations, class of 2022. Thank you very much.
And now at this time, it is my honor to ask Gabe Westcott, our salutatorian, to give the class of 2022 address. There we go. We're on. Got him, Holly.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for attending such a special occasion. I would like to start things off by asking you to take a nice, good look at our class of 2022. Some of them may be smiling, sitting patiently, anxiously waiting for diplomas. Some of them may be scowling at me for bringing upon such much more attention than they wanted. And some of them, they're hoping I keep this brief. I hope so too. Keep them in mind as I go through my speech. I would like to share a bit of wisdom with you. This is probably the most important lesson I have ever learned, and it took me all 18 years of my life to learn this. Robert Frost said it best in the conclusion of his poem, The Road Not Taken. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Throughout my life, the most important lesson I learned is as follows. Hardship is essential to your success. But what exactly is hardship? If you were to define it, you might turn to a dictionary. And yes, this was not a Google search. I used a real dictionary for once. Webster's 2 Dictionary of 2005 described the word hardship in 2 significant ways. Extreme privation or suffering, and a source of privation or suffering. I think stuck in the ruts is good enough for me. But this concept is more than just definitions in a book. Hardship is balancing a rigorous course load with extracurricular activities and still meeting the expectations of those around you. Hardship is sustaining a major injury in a football game and missing out on other sport seasons and hobbies you were looking forward to. Hardship is losing someone close to you and having to come to terms with the emptiness caused by their absence. The commonality of all of these situations is missing out on opportunities that other people have, whether it's observing your lack of free time, playing your favorite sports, or spending time with loved ones. It follows the old cliche, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. When hardships occur, there are 2 responses you can choose. The first response could be known as playing the victim. This response can be seen as a short-term recovery that is easier to follow. Phrases like, I wish life was how it used to be, and the only things I enjoy are gone, might be tossed around in this state of mind. However, this state of mind will not bring someone out of hardship. It only creates a vicious cycle of suffering. Following this philosophy causes someone to lose the will to do anything because it is impossible to make life how it used to be. In this way, someone can defeat themselves. This will create a lack of work ethic and will certainly worsen their mental state. And why would anyone want that? The second option is much more difficult. When I think of this option, I think of it as an epiphany. People with this mindset realize that they cannot change the past for the better, but they can better themselves for the future. This creates a simple two-step plan for dealing with this hardship. Step 1, acknowledge the severity of the event or situation and that it is beyond your control. Step 2, adjust your daily habits in response to the effects of the hardship. For example, with a rigorous schedule, you might take small breaks in between classes and activities. With an injury, adjust for the changes in physical attributes. When dealing with loss, reach for the memories of that person and carry their love with you every day. This is the way to achieve happiness after hardship. People who follow this method realize that time is not like throwing a boomerang. It does not come back to you. It can, however, change who you are. It makes you more resilient. It creates a better future. It makes all of us human. For which one of us has never endured hardship? At the beginning of my speech, I asked you all to take a look at this wonderful class. Take another look at them. You might see the joy of graduation in their smile, but behind that smile is years worth of perseverance. Every one of us has faced adversity in nearly every aspect of our lives. And if you haven't, perhaps you are lying. These kids, or graduates I should say, saw all of this adversity in their lives and saw two routes they could follow. They could go for the simple fix that wears off with time, or they could take the difficult route, the route that requires a lot of work but yields warnings. The reason that my classmates and I are standing before you today is because we all took that path less traveled, the second option. To be blunt, we worked our butts out to be one of the classes that brought a state championship back to Poultney football. Since the onset of COVID-19, we have fought through endless trials and tribulations to return to a life that could possibly be deemed normal. We put our noses to the grindstone to be the first Poultney class to enjoy many of senior year's traditions, which have unfortunately been shut down for 2 years. We fought our years strong, and we came out successful, on top, victorious, donning graduation caps and gowns with the colors blue and gold. In essence, I have seen firsthand the changes that hardship has brought upon these graduates. They have grown up, become mature, so to speak. Graduates, as you place your tassel on the left side of your cap tonight, remember your challenges. Remember what you had to go through in order to get here today. Whether you fought your battles by yourself, or whether your peers helped you, or whether this gracious and generous community came to you for support, I am truly proud of your accomplishments and what you have become. You should be proud of yourself. I am very thankful that I could share my 12 years with all of you in the Poultney school system. Wherever you land, I know all of you can break the glass ceilings that try to limit us. Just take the road less traveled. In the end, it will make all the difference. Thank you.
At this time, could I please have Lucas Milazzo and Liam Hill come up? We would like to thank the class advisors this year, Jamie Milazzo and Stacy Hill. So the class of 2022 has a small gift of appreciation for both of you that will be presented by your sons. Now to start our awards presentation, would you please welcome Robert Bach to present the Morning Star Lodge Scholarship.
Good evening. It's good to be back, isn't it? Good to see these smiling faces in person. I want to thank you for this opportunity to represent Lee Lodge, number 30 of Castleton, Vermont, in the presentation of the Morning Star Lodge, number 37 Memorial Scholarship, right across the street over here. Beyond our focus on individual development, which leads to better membership in the community, Freemasonry is deeply involved in helping all people. The Freemasons of North America contribute over $2 million a day to charitable causes, and among these are educational scholarships. For a number of years, I've taken this opportunity to talk about the formation of the scholarship fund, and who and why we present it. But this year, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the efforts of some individuals. As we heard at the beginning here, we've been recognizing the classes from 50 years ago, and last year we were recognizing the class of 1971. And one of the members of that class challenged her classmates to contribute to this fund. Janice Edwards challenged her classmates, and together they raised in excess of $1,800 to get added to this fund. In addition, a prior recipient of the Morning Star Memorial Scholarship has personally contributed and challenged her employer to do the same, resulting in another $1,000 added to this fund. These funds added to the original memorial bequest from the estate of Russell Williams II. This year we are able to present 3 scholarships to be used toward a post-secondary education. The first recipient will be attending SUNY Delhi, studying veterinary science with hopes to work with large animals as a veterinary technician. It is my honor to present Kyla Bennett with our first scholarship of $2,000. Our second recipient is pursuing a STEM career in chemistry and is planning to attend Providence. I'm truly honored to present Lucas Malazzo with a scholarship. Last, our third recipient has been accepted at St. Anselm College, I believe it's just across the border over in New Hampshire, to major in business. And it is indeed my pleasure to present Gabrielle Westcott with our third scholarship.
Up next, I'd like you to please welcome Staff Sergeant Sarah Wentling, please. United States Marine Corps.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Staff Sergeant Wentling, and I'm the Marine Corps recruiter for Poultney High School. Before I begin, I would like to take a quick moment to thank the school administration for welcoming the Marines so graciously into the school. It is my distinct honor and privilege to recognize Jonathan Stone for his decision to take on the challenge of becoming a United States Marine. Not only is he the only Poultney senior to enlist in the Marine Corps since 2017, but he will become a part of the team that is less than 1% of Americans can ever say they belong to. It takes a courageous individual to step forward for service in the armed forces in today's chaotic environment. An individual capable of independent and bold action, willing and eager to assume new and sometimes daunting responsibilities. This future Marine will be charged with carrying on our proud tradition and legacies of honor, courage, and commitment. I have the utmost confidence that he will succeed in this journey of becoming a United States Marine. Ronald Reagan once said, "Some people spend an entire lifetime wondering if they made a difference. Marines don't have that problem." Without further ado, please join me in recognizing Poultney High School's next Marine, Jonathan Stone.
Nice job, Johnny. And now please welcome Kim Roop, who will present the Poultney Rotary Club scholarships.
I'm going to go slightly out of order of the program because if I lose my spot on what I wrote, I will forget someone. On behalf of the Poultney Rotary Club, I am pleased to present this year's scholarship to several students of Poultney High School. The Rotary Foundation is an international humanitarian service organization. Rotary members are business professionals and community leaders who volunteer their expertise, compassion, and energy to improve communities at home and abroad in nearly every country in the world. This year, we are pleased to present over $10,000 in scholarship funds to graduating students that live in the town of Poultney in memory of two local Poultney residents. The Russell Williams Jr. Scholarship is awarded to two students this year in the amount of $5,000 each, who show exemplary academic and leadership skills. Our two recipients of the Russell Williams Jr. Scholarship in the amount of $5,000 each goes to Lucas Malazzo and Gabriel Westcott. The John and Mary Major Scholarship is in honor of their daughter Nancy. It is awarded to a student with strong academic strengths that is continuing their education and strives for future success. This year's recipient of the John and Mary Major Scholarship in the amount of $500 is awarded to Abigail Hunter. After receiving such exemplary and amazing applications this year, the Poultney Rotary Club also decided to offer a new scholarship, the Vocational Incentive Scholarship, to one Poultney High School student. This year, we're pleased to award a vocational scholarship in the amount of $250 to Marissa Holcomb. The Poultney Rotary Club recognizes the importance of post-secondary education for students and is dedicated to improving the community and support of their students for their academic and civic endeavors. Each year, the Poultney Rotary Club awards each member of the National Honor Society a check in the amount of $50 to recognize their stellar work over the course of their high school education. Congratulations to Brock Baker, Amber Bapty, Kyla Bennett, Marissa Holcomb, Brianna Gloss, Liam Hill, Abigail Hunter, Lucas Malazzo, and Gabriel Westcott. You can all come up. You might want this.
And now to present the Revived Church Generosity Scholarship, please welcome Carrie Martindale.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Carrie Martindale, and I am the Next Steps Director at Revive Church. And I am honored to be here and present the Generosity Scholarship. The Generosity Scholarship is dedicated to recognizing and rewarding the graduating senior who showed the greatest dedication and generosity. In Genesis 12, we see an account between Abraham and God, where God blessed Abraham so he could be a blessing to others. All throughout the Bible, we see generosity and love as the foundation of every abundant sacrifice. On behalf of Revive Church, this year's Generosity Scholarship goes to Marissa Holcomb.
And now, please welcome Melanie Lincoln Potter to present the So What Mask Making Effort Award.
Pretty good at winging it. Let me just say, if you kids are lucky, it's not a Friday the 13th, and you're not graduating in the pouring rain like Dan and I did. Graduated in 1969, and I set off to Albany Medical Center School of Nursing for over a 30-year career in nursing. I returned to Poultney in 2006 to take care of my mom and dad. When you become a nurse, you go into it not looking for a job, but as a calling, you'll find that you're never out of work. You'll never be retired. There's someone who will need your help. When the spring of COVID hit us, I realized that I wasn't a nurse anymore, but I still had that calling. I was watching the news and I saw an emergency room physician being interviewed. I had been an ER nurse. He came out of the hospital, said he had been told to take his mask that he always wore, put it in a paper bag, put it in his locker, wear it the next day, used and dirty, contaminated, or lose his job. That lit a fire in me. I decided I had to do something. So I put a call out on Poultney Life. Could anyone sew masks? And approximately 6,000 masks later, now with these many years, I had the distinct honor of recognizing that when you put a call out, that there's a need in this town will respond. I decided to take the extra effort to put donation buckets out. The masks were free. I never charged them. I had maybe 36 people sewing. I was just logistics. I don't sew anymore. And at the end of all of our needs for materials, and mail these things out in general. I thought I could do something else other than purchase more masks. And I decided to set up a scholarship for these COVID kids who went through high school with a burden that the rest of us have never known. We got to sit in the classroom, either awake or asleep. But you had to be on a camera somewhere. You had to be in your seat. You had to try to pay attention. And you had to show something else that you've done. I decided to make this scholarship important in recognition of the sacrifices who went into medicine to help other kids. So I created a scholarship for an individual graduating class going into a medical related field. Last year we had a nursing student. This year we have a nursing student. I'm very happy to present a scholarship for $500 to Amber Baptist.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tracy Gallipo, the guidance instructor here at Poultney High School, and I'll be announcing some awards. Congratulations, everyone. We'll miss you around here. So let's get to it. The valedictorian clock is awarded to Brianna Glass. Brianna, if you could stand. The salutatorian clock is awarded to Gabriel Westcott. And with the following awards, if you would come up to receive your award, please. This year's $500 scholarship essay contest, What Memorial Day Means to Me, offered by J. Claire Carmody, Post 39 of the American Legion, college-bound seniors of Poultney High School's class of 2022, is awarded to Gabriel Westcott. Williams Memorial Award is in memory of Larry Williams, class of 1972, who was a hard worker and jack of all trades. This $200 award is presented to a graduating senior to help them achieve a future goal. And this year the award goes to Tyler Pope. Poultney Women's Club Scholarship of $500 is presented by the Poultney Women's Club to the highest-ranking senior at PHS, who will be continuing his or her education in college and has made contributions to the school community. And it goes to Brianna Gloss. Barbara Jean Barker Award of $100 is presented to a graduating senior for their leadership qualities and service to the Poultney community. And this year's recipient is Abigail Hunter. Adam N. Maslach Trust Scholarship is selected based on an essay competition focusing on environmental impacts on society. The trust was established by Mr. Adam N. Maslach of Poultney, Vermont, in memory of his parents, Nicholas and Pauline Maslach. The trust provides long-term arrangements for management, operation, preservation, and use of his property located in South Poultney. In honoring Mr. Maslach and respecting his wishes and commitment to helping others through education, a scholarship fund was established at Poultney High School. The scholarship this year for $2,500 goes to Gabriel Westcott. The Golden Brook Scholarship is a new scholarship this year provided by Golden Brook Construction and awards scholarships for students who will be pursuing education in a technical field after high school. That education can be at a technical school, college, on-the-job apprenticeship program, or a technical job placement. The awardees this year are Liam Hill and Kylie Constantine. The Scott Fry Award is given by his family in memory of Mr. Fry, a former PHS 7th grade science teacher who believed in the dignity and worth of each student and admired the qualities of perseverance and achievement. This year's recipient of $50 is Tyler Pope. The Betty Phillips Hooper Award provides 2 awards of $200 each to graduating seniors who exhibit sound moral character with a reputation for honesty and integrity and performed volunteer services for the community. The awardees this year are Abigail Hunter and Gabriel Westcott. The Faith and Family Award was created by a generous donation from Mr. David Hughes. He's an alumni of Poultney High School. We just figured that out this year. He's always done some checking on this. Students are chosen based on their service to their community and church. A $1,000 check is awarded to Marissa Holcomb. The Evelyn Monroe School Spirit Award is in honor of Evelyn Haynes Monroe, class of 1937. It is awarded to a graduating senior who has shown commitment to school spirit throughout their high school career, and the award goes to Kayla Bennett. At Stafford Technical Center, Liam Hill was awarded the OMIA Academic Scholarship of $1,000. And Mr. DeBonis will be presenting the athletic awards.
The first award we're presenting tonight is the William Corbett Hughes Award, which is presented to honor the memory of William Corbett Hughes by his family to a senior who has shown good character and a love for baseball. This year the award goes to Liam Hill. The next two awards, the first one is the Athletic Academic Award, which is presented to a male and female athlete who have the highest academic ranking in their class. The other one is the Dean W. Houghton Scholarship Award, which is 2 checks for $250 each from the Poultney Booster Club in memory of Dean W. Houghton, former coach and principal here at Poultney High School for 24 years. Dean's interest was in the total student, and these awards recognize what Coach Houghton developed in his students, a love and relationship between athletics, academics, and leadership. The recipients of this award exhibit dedication and commitment to these ideals and will be attending college next fall. The recipients for both these awards are Amber Bappy and Gabe Westcott. The Varsity Sportsmanship Award is presented to a male and female senior who demonstrates sportsmanship, respect, and fair play throughout their athletic career. Don't sit down, Gabe. The awards go to Kayla Bennett and Gabe Westcott. Gabe's going to stay up here for a second too. The Athletic Director's Distinguished Student Athlete Award is presented to the student athlete who displays exemplary academic and athletic career at Poultney, is a 3 of 4 year participant in varsity interscholastic athletics, and has been an outstanding overall contributor to promotion and reputation of Poultney High School academics and athletics. And in case you didn't know, in Gabe's speech where he talked about, he hurt his shoulder not once but twice during football season, went back, hurt it in the last home game. He wanted to play basketball. He physically could not play basketball, so he was the manager for the basketball team. In baseball, they allowed him to pitch. He couldn't bat, couldn't play the field, but he was allowed to pitch because it was his left shoulder. So, but he can swing a golf ball. But talk about perseverance for Gabe. He sat there and didn't give up, and he still contributed to the team. So congratulations, Gabe. All right, now we're here for what everyone wants to be here for. Seniors, just remember, please go to the other stairs and stop when you come down to the bottom of the stairs to get a picture. So Mrs. Roach is going to be presenting or calling out the names for our diplomas.
Thank you very much. There are a few students who are receiving diplomas this evening but could not join us, so I'd like to acknowledge them. They are Chloe Ann Brill and Dakota Drummond. Amber Elizabeth Baptiste. Emma Jane Capron. Kylie Constantine. Abigail Elizabeth Hunter.
Brianna Gloss.
Owen Ray Hughes. Kayla Jean Louise Bennett.
Like she could hear that.
Savannah Sky Drummond. Hannah Mae Webster. Marissa Lynn Holcomb. Milazzo. Aiden James Morse. Tyler Pope. Jonathan Olin Stone. Tate Robert Tim Atman. Matthew Rogers Perkins. Marcus Allen Hart. Marvin Mead. Gabriel Burton Westcott. Liam Richard Hill. Colby M. Hutchins. Brock Matthew Baker.
On behalf of the staff at Poultney High School, I want to congratulate Poultney High School, the 85th graduating class of Poultney High School, the class of 2022. Congratulations. One more thing to do, D&D. Before you do it, I also want to thank all the friends and family for coming out. Thank Mother Nature for holding off on us here and letting us be outside instead of in the gymnasium. And again, appreciate everyone's support for this class. And like I said, it's nice that everyone's going to be out here. Take it away.
Poultney High School, I present to you the class of 2022.